Okay guys, here we go with the final grade of the game. So we'll start off here with the defensive score total. His total for the entire game, first half and second, was 12 points out of 32 for 35%. That's where he had the hardest time, obviously. He was playing against a pretty good player. And I do want to amend the one thing where I had said, well, maybe the guy is going to start glitching. After that drive, he stopped doing it. So I'm thinking he just, found a play that worked for him, and he went to it, and then he didn't go back to it again, really. So I have to say, not a glitch player. I just want to, make sure I put that out there. He just, I think he had just found it. It worked that drive, and, so he went with it until, OSIRIS could stop it, at least on that drive. So grade-wise, again, 12 out of 34. Now, I will say again here with this, keep in mind, guys, that score gets hurt a bit too because of the editing. Obviously, OSIRIS has to edit out plays for time and to keep his films exciting. And, so plays where he's actually stopping the guy for a 1 yard gain, for maybe a 2 yard gain, even for a loss of 1 or 2. He may edit some of those out, and it looked like he did on a few occasions, on more than a few occasions. Those plays that were edited out would really have helped this score. For one, it gives more points to bring the average out a little bit more. Plus, he would have gotten more positive points as well for all those little 1 yard plays and stuff like that. Defense or offensively now, wow, I gotta learn how to spell there, don't I? So, anyways, total game offensive grade here, 38 points out of 32. For 119%. That is a ridiculous number. It's freaking awesome. Now, I will say again, it's kind of like what I said with the defensive grade. He had some edited out plays, so there's times where he may have lost a yard or two, or not gotten but more than a yard or two himself, and those would have brought his grades down a little bit. But I will say this: that's still a ridiculous number, and I'm pretty sure even with those extra plays, he would have been hovering around 100% with all his bonus points, because he scored tons of bonus points in this game. So he did a great job with that. Hit a lot of big plays, and you could see throughout the game where he might make a mistake on one play, he didn't make that mistake again. Where he may have seen something on one play that he didn't hit, he ended up hitting it again. So you can see how well he plays, and it's pretty awesome. I mean, I'm really impressed with that offensive grade, especially, obviously. And for a total grade here, it's 50 points out of 66. For a 76%, which is obviously, it's a great score. He got himself a win by a touchdown. He gets himself, 3/4 of the game here as far as a win in his grade system. So, awesome job, OSIRIS. I think, you did a great job on this. Like, the only little things I would say as far as any kind of constructive criticism would be, and you actually did it more in the second half. You changed up your defense a little bit, and you gave him a couple different looks. What I would say is, like when you go into your 3-3-5 set, don't just run quarters. Run maybe one or two other coverages out of that, whether it's man-to-man or a different style of zone, just to give him a couple different looks to to keep him guessing, and maybe make him lull him into a sense of security where he sees it and thinks to himself, oh, okay, I got this set, so it's quarters. I know exactly what he's doing. I'm going to throw this ball here, and then if you come back with a different coverage out of that, he ends up making a mistake and throwing it right to a guy. So outside of that, awesome job. Like I said, guys, the reason I love showing this, and OSIRIS, thank you very much. I love showing this because it shows different ways to succeed. His style of play is different from mine, as you guys probably can see when you see my games. I am more of a pocket passer when I pass the ball. I do love to run the ball a lot. And with him, he is very fluid in the way he plays on offense. He's very mobile. He likes to have mobile quarterbacks, moves around a bit, but he does it very well. He also does a great job, and a far better job than I do, because I don't do it well at all, of redirecting his receivers to open areas. I don't do that at all, to be honest with you. I'm not good at that, and he's great at that from what I've seen. And defensively, obviously, we're somewhat similar in some ways. I only run so many different defenses, although I have different defenses for each formation that I see. So really, it's very similar. I'm not the greatest defensive player in the world. I think he's a lot better than what that score is, to be honest with you. I've seen him play a lot of games, and he's had lots of success on defense too, especially with his users. I think that's where he's a lot better than I am. His users are amazing to me. I've seen him many times over, and including this game, where his users are almost perfect. Whereas with me, the best I do with my users is to keep my guys in decent positions, and then you'll see me throw myself on the ground or do something really stupid. So, I gotta say, his users are freaking awesome. You know, again, Osiris, thank you very much. Thank you for allowing me to show this to everybody. And obviously, you know, it shows both the good points and the bad points, the things that we do well, that you do well, the things that you make mistakes on. And it's a good thing for people to see, because that's how we learn. And, you know, that's how we improve, is by seeing what we do well, seeing what we don't do well, and then seeing what we can tweak to make it better. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the entire series. Thanks for sticking with me through this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys, you know, learn from this especially. And y'all take care. Have a great night, great day. Like and subscribe if you did. By the way, enjoyed it. God bless, guys. Take care.